You know who's also got a couple second places, or one specifically, that hurts quite hard, I think, for xiaohai, is that EWC, I think, now he wants to make sure that people remember him as being the unbeatable Demon King.
I mean, he did have that kind of like that moniker in the beginning of the Fatal Fury lifespan, right? Everyone was gunning for him.
Because no one could beat him. Even throughout all KOF, there was very few select names that have ever beat this guy in an SNK game.
Sure.
Now there's more. There's more for sure. Shadow X added to that list of names with a huge upset earlier. But now we're going to get into that grand finals. Kindevu on the winner's side and xiaohai on the losers. We say too often. Are you ready, Justin?
I'm ready. We're in the grand finals. Let's go. And I'm just so worried for Kindevu because xiaohai is looking already so strong, just advancing forward. Kindevu's SPG's already about to run out. And it did run out now.
It's gone. He's even just trying to get in on these fireballs. Looking like Hotaru's the Zona character does find a pretty clutch counter hit close C though.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't really spend the rest to actually take out the SPG.
Right.
It worked out in his favor for the forward throw. But the thing is, throws are so scary to use, right?
They are. We saw many of these tournaments go.
Guys,
finally,
I like that.
Justin, someone blocked xiaohai DP.
He missed. I don't know why he dropped that combo. Or at least he didn't finish the combo because he could have won that whole round, and he still did win the round, but I'm kind of worried about that. It felt like nerves at that point.
It's not good to see.
Right? Just because, like, when you think about it, both these players don't have to qualify for SWC anymore, right? But for xiaohai, this is like another day. But for Kindevu, he wants to win this more, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can kind of see, like, in terms of the mental state, maybe Kindevu has it a little bit worse compared to xiaohai.
I mean, he's definitely in the best position to win the tournament on the winner's side, right? Only has to win one set versus the 2 for xiaohai, but 2 for xiaohai means nothing to him, man. Nice, what's a Panzer?
Yeah.
He's gonna catch the backdash.
Nice, using the rev guard just in case, like, you know, maybe it's a cross-up, fake cross-up, who knows? So I like the fact that xiaohai is willing to spend some rev percentage for that one.
Yeah, nice. Confirmed there for Kindevu with the wild punish to get that 2C in there.
Nice, I love that. And you see the orb right there to keep the pressure going at 98%. And that was so good. You don't understand how brilliant that was from Kindevu, because like when you see somebody at 98% rev, you're like, one more hit, he will be at 100% overheat. He held back because he's like, xiaohai has to make a decision right here. I know he's going to make a decision right here. And he had that call, he had that read, got him the first game in the grand finals.
Huge start. And literally, those are the first 2 DPs from xiaohai we've seen anyone block.
For the whole tournament.
In this top 8, yeah, at least in this top 8. But wow. Okay, Kindevu showing that xiaohai is at least mortal right now.
Yeah.
Hell, why not? Let it rip.
And it's kind of crazy because xiaohai wins like the beginning every single time.
Every time.
But he just loses at the middle and the end. Not sure kind of like what happens. Is it maybe because like your first goal is to take out SPG, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go in now. But Kindevu's like, well, all right, let's fight. Let's brawl.
Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe Kindevu's defense is being a little awkward for xiaohai. Maybe he's overextended too much into it. Not sure. Yeah. Keep an eye on that throughout the rest of the set because we got plenty of games for sure.
But they got to jump in right there. Nice. I love that. And you know, the thing is, that is the answer, but it's not easy to do.
Amazing either. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy. You can mess it up if your name isn't xiaohai. And also, obviously, get out of the situation is very important. But it still costs you rev gauge through that guard cancel. It still costs you super meter.
Yeah.
So it's not an immediate win, right?
That's true. And speaking of possible immediate wins, he looks like he's about to tie it up 1-1 for the next guest. And again with the obvious rev command throw.
Nah, Kindevu. Clean backdash to avoid that. Crazy stuff. That was a hard read.
Yeah, another again. That's the sequence we saw earlier. And it's an overheat. Do we go for that? Oh.
He just got hit. He just got hit. He walks right into that 2C. And xiaohai can even out the games.
That was godlike from xiaohai because he's like, all right, you're going to bait my DP a third time?
Hell
I'm going to press 2C right here to challenge that. And it worked out.
Yeah.
It really did work out.
Yeah, needed that. If he blocked anything, that was the round, right?
Yeah.
So it's a Panzer lands, which again, not something we saw actually work out for any of the Kane players.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder how Kindevu's changing up his timing to actually beat that compared to every other Kane player we've seen today.
I think it's because he obviously used to main Hotaru.
That's true.
Right? So in that sequence right there, obviously xiaohai's been using a lot of strings and then to reflector as well. Kindevu was able to see those and flash kick it every single time.
Yeah.
Oh, they could have got a DP right there from the juggle, but I think maybe he wasn't ready. The scenario was kind of weird at that situation.
High dodge attack. Big lead for Kindevu, and he's still an SPG. Tried to challenge.
The counter hit trap, yeah.
The full frame 2A, man. It's super scary.
It is really scary. Even though it's your turn, you kind of like lose if you press a heavy there, right?
Exactly. And speaking of losing, xiaohai taking that round off the back of that clutch frame trap.
I mean, that round could have went either way too, right?
Easily.
There hasn't been kind of like that tell of like, you know what? He has the total advantage right here, right?
Yeah, no one's got the momentum of the set yet.
Oh my God. That was a small, but yeah, it could have been worse. That was such a small wild punish. That was huge, actually. You know, kind of like a, he could have pressed 2C right there.
Yeah. I like that. Jumped in with the orb. Unfortunately, didn't pop. Oh, that's another wild punish in that 2C orb super. SPG still going for Kindevu. Making that Revlo super scary. High dodge attack, gonna land. Oosh, another hard knockdown.
Set the orb. Yeah, I love the setup he does right there. I'm surprised. And again, a fourth DP block.
How? xiaohai is going to be thinking to himself, I know xiaohai isn't because he's like that. He's going to keep DPing.
Yeah.
He's just going to mix up the timings.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Nice. I love that DP break right there. It missed, but kept him safe. Goes for the just defend, tries to guard cancel, but doesn't matter. It's kind of like an OS, right? Even if you don't get justified guard cancel in the flash kick, you still want to do it anyway because it's kind of, it's an auto tool at that point.
It's pretty fast as well, you know. If someone tries to delay something, it gets cooked. Oof, there's a big confirm for xiaohai though. Could be taking the lead in this set.
Wow, that rev guard was interesting. You saw that?
The target made the heavy of the target combo win. And he was ready. That was planned and intentional, Justin.
That was tech. That is anti-Hotaru tech right there. Nice. I like the JD again. This time didn't want to challenge for that counter hit frame trap. That's why you saw that little backdash there.
Ooh, counter hit Farik. Wild punish on the 5D, and that's going to be the game.
See, that's why I don't mind this matchup, because eventually a bad 2C will come out, and then the wild punish 5D is going to smoke you and lose the rest of your life. And I mean, that's kind of what xiaohai got him into the lead, right? 2-1 in the first set.
The EWC Street Fighter 6 champion, man. He's the king of footsies right here. Do not whiff.
Spending that again, going. It's just so expensive that he goes for that sequence, because using the rev, the rev blow, you obviously do spend meter for that, right? So
yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not free.
Again, he's going for that. But they're both high on the rev, though.
Yeah, it kind of adds up, right? Even blocking it does do a lot, and you can't just defend it to reduce that. Overheat.
Oh, we're breaking that guard?
Yeah, that's going to be perfect calculations for Kindevu. No, I don't think include. Oh, you can
that
indeed. Wow.
Huge. What you were going to mention right there, you were worried that it wasn't going to kill.
I was very worried it wasn't going to kill.
He showed you, though.
I mean, I guess even if it doesn't kill, he's still an overheat for so long.
Yeah.
Like chip, you can set things up pretty easily in that situation.
Exactly. I like that Kindevu tried to go for the HD right there, but it didn't work out. xiaohai was able to get the combo. And again, how dare you press buttons in that scenario. Damn, look at the damage on that.
That's a big damage starter. Only for 1 bar 2. Empty low. Doesn't have the meter though.
No, nice. That's the tough one right there. If you roll forward, kind of the run OS kind of stops you right there. It actually crosses you up by accident sometimes.
Wow. Okay, reset point now for xiaohai. Countering that 5A buffered into the EX special as well.
Yeah, go for that Sosho. Nice block on the flash kick right there. Ooh, the challenge on both sides. I like the dash back. Again, the high dodge attack. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because if you kind of go for like C feint and dash ups, kind of like stand D, you would lose there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really like that in these frame trap situations. The fast lead though lands, no confirm. Is it burnout though? And trying to challenge xiaohai. Gonna close it out and reset the bracket 3-1.
Did you see how many times, like, it's crazy that the first strategy that he ever did against Kain at EVO Japan was literally after Reflector going to just 2A into kind of like Rev's Sosho. Now we're here at EVO France, and it's still working.
Still working, man.
It's still working.
That's how you know it's a strong tool. You see the crowd. Mr. Wolf in there. There was quite a few EU players that didn't quite make it. One of them. Yeah. He's one of the strongest Hotaru players in our region, but unfortunately had a bad bracket run. Lost out in that top 24, but man, so many names falling short. And 2 of the champions here, EVO champions in Kindevu and xiaohai, the last one standing.
It's tough. It's tough now, because Kindevu has to change his game here. Obviously, he's doing something wrong. He's challenging too much after Reflector, which is kind of like why he's losing in this scenario. Because if you let Hotaru...
a couple times.
Right, if you let Hotaru just press like 5A to 2A, after that, then you could attack. I know it's kind of like when you're thinking about the numbers, you're supposed to attack. But sometimes you're eventually, you shouldn't.
I think the way that xiaohai plays as well, he doesn't overextend that often though, so you shouldn't feel the need to counter that quickly, right? He gives you a bit of time because he likes to control and go back to neutral and things like that.
Yeah.
It's normally on these wake-up timings where he mixes things up, but usually on these pressures, he doesn't overcommit, which is why I think maybe you could just block it out and just take your turn afterwards when you know it's your turn.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's up to Kindevu right here because xiaohai's game plan is going to stay the same right now because it worked the first set, right? Okay, let's see the chase down again. Tries to jump back.
Yeah, a lot of damage to take for holding up and tried it again, afraid of the command grab. It's obvious, and that's why he's not doing it.
He's not.
Not anymore. He learned his lesson.
He went for a throw there. Kindevu tech. But the thing is, this round's kind of like, it's uphill. I mean, Kindevu can still make the comeback, but wow, what a steal to turn there, xiaohai. And that's the first DP that worked in this set for him.
Yeah, I think so. And that might spell the momentum for this rest of the Grand Finals reset bracket.
Again, it's always the Reflector. He's getting these counter hits too much. And I think maybe Kindevu, like his thirst for winning this tournament maybe have put him in a situation where he's kind of like just sequencing these offensive and defensive decisions.
Yeah, I mean, all offensive right now, man. A perfect game. He's sped up the pace of this set substantially, and Kindevu looks a bit lost right now.
No, it is a bit tough, right? Because when you're looking at Kind, he's the one that's kind of like causing the offense every single time. He's in the run up and the throw, and he got hit by Wild Punish again.
Oh my God, Justin.
See, that's
what words of encouragement you got from Kindevu? Well, how do we get him back in this game? Because it's looking rough.
Well, not this round. Not this round. I just need. I feel like Kindevu, he needs to kind of just not sequence. Because sometimes, like, there you go. That's the first time we even saw a far 5D, right?
Actually.
Nice. See, I really don't like that sequence particularly, even though that worked out.
I guess the rev gauge damage, it's decent. But you're going to need a lot more to put him into that overheat.
Yeah. Okay. I like the guard cancel. We're fighting back a little bit. Sometimes you got to lose a round, you know, to reset.
All right. And some signs of life for Kindevu. Nice turnaround of the momentum. Seasoned player here is not going to get bulldozed.
Yeah, but the problem is we are going to round 3 with no meter on Kindevu's side, while full meter on xiaohai's side. And the amount of hitting gears we saw, I think xiaohai might cash out, right?
Yeah.
If he gets the next hit.
Oh,
wow.
Bro, I don't know. Perfect jump, and he gets the grounded wild punish as well. And speaking of cashing out, actually saving the meter.
No, it makes sense, because if he did hitting gear, he would side switch, put him in the corner.
Oh my goodness, xiaohai cannot be stopped.
I was telling you, when it comes to xiaohai versus Kind, I like xiaohai all day. I don't recall him.
So right, bro.
Yeah, I don't really recall him ever really losing to Kind. I'm sure he has before, but in terms of like big tournaments, he does not lose to this character like that.
All the way from the loser's side. He lost in pools. Justin.
Shadow X, I mean, we need a Shadow X. Where's
our hero?
All right, but it's not over yet. Kindevu obviously can still make a comeback, because sometimes if you lose a game, when you put yourself in a situation where like, oh, now I'm in the losing end, then you kind of turn up.
Yeah, that is true. That can help out a lot of people. And speaking of turning up, Kindevu with a very convincing round. Doing it 3 games straight against xiaohai, we talk about how hard that can be.
It is.
This is a good start.
I mean, if there's a character that can do it, Kind can definitely be the one to do that, right?
Very nice.
Ooh, I like the delay right there. This time, nice little challenge. Like, say, there you go. Get the little small damage, like how it got you here. Please. React to the rev with the rev blow. Get for the pop. All you need is 1 hit. Don't you dare press 2C here. xiaohai is looking for that 2C right now.
He wants it. For the 5Ds. You know, even that just changing up the range is enough. The delay on that close D, just catching Kindevu. Probably fuzzy jump in the command throw.
Oh my God, big damage right there. Okay, gets the jump. No, I like the challenge right there. And I love the fact that Kindevu realized in that scenario not to go for the flash kick right there.
Oh, he tried and he messed it up. We talk about how hard this is, Justin. He hasn't missed it before.
He hasn't. This is his first time. Oh, okay. 87%. Got to watch out. Next rev will put you in overheat, so let it go down a little bit. Cool down. There we go. Play the game. Play the game. Nice. There we go. Kindevu putting one on the board.
That's enough.
There we go. See, he slowed the game down. That's what you need to do. Don't just try to like do what you normally do at pools. We're in grand finals. We're in Evil Friends grand finals. You have to play a slower game. You can't just be predictable.
Yeah, and xiaohai, such a seasoned fighter, is going to catch on to those rhythms and is going to punish you harshly for them. Wow, the counter with that 2A once again, and now has the corner control, where we've seen xiaohai dominate round after round.
Yes, a nice rev blow right there, goes for the hard knockdown. Almost got the full combo from that meaty standing B right there. I like the he's going for high dodge attack, but the thing is, it's just not getting him anything here. But now he's an overheat.
But he baited the reversal. This is big. That gives you time to, cool down your rev gauge. But you're still not in the best situation here, Justin.
Oh my God. Oh, I took bad 2C. Bad 2C. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That was greedy, actually, because if he did get the 2C wild counter, he would have won there, right? But the thing is, you're in overheat. You really have to play defense. You can't go offense in that situation, right?
Exactly. But that's the problem. You're trying to mix it up, right? Playing defensively is a bit obvious, and that's not how you want to play against xiaohai. Plus frames counters with the reversal flash kick.
Yeah, I like that one right there. Okay, play it slow. Misses the JD right there, but he doesn't miss his JD.
Oh, no confirm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, bad 2C again. Do we spend the bar or do we go only for ignition?
You tell me.
Oh no, we're spending it all.
I think he's trying to kill maybe with this hidden gear. I don't know if it's going to be enough, Justin.
It might.
It's going to be close.
It's very close, but if it doesn't kill, he will be in the corner. What do you think? Is it going to be?
Oh, he's alive! Just about, but this is not a great situation.
Oh, here we go.
Attack on the throw.
Nice. Oh my God, he whipped the throw. He got the combo. He's at 100%. He missed the flash kick. Hurry, what is it?
What can you do? Oh, and... xiaohai is your Evo France champion, man. I lost the words in my mouth. I did not expect it to end like that. And I don't think Kindevu wanted it to end that way either.
Oh,
but man, talk to me, Justin. What just happened?
I mean, xiaohai was in the driver's seat the whole entire time that set. And the one time in that last sequence, Kindevu got an attack, got an opportunity, he pretty much forgot where his rev was, where his rev percentage was, because he got the hit, he wanted to go for the full combo, but he overheated and he couldn't get the rev flash kick. He still wouldn't have got the kill, but he would have got the momentum he needed to try to close out that round in particular. But the thing is, eventually quick math is not easy to do in this